Beautiful. All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Mila, and I'm a product manager here at Bright Pattern. Welcome to our AI agent and transcription release webinar. I'm sure you are already super excited to learn about Bright Pattern's new AI offerings and watch them in action in our demo. But before we begin, quick disclaimer, another one. We do have a Q&A section enabled for this webinar. So please feel free to drop a question there at any point. I will make sure to address them at the end of our session. All right, let's dive in. So we're going to kickstart today's journey by talking about one of the foundational technologies that paved the way for a great number of awesome AI applications, transcription. In this release, we're implementing several big changes revolving around the management of transcription services, as well as introducing our very own speech-to-text engine. Bright Pattern is transitioning from the existing speech-to-text integration accounts to a new provisioning model. Starting with this release, we're going to step in the role of an STT service provider, supplying access to engines from the industry frontrunners like Google and IBM, as well as our homegrown speech-to-text engine that we will talk about shortly. What does this mean? Well, in a nutshell, we fully eliminated the need for you to jump through the hoops to connect your external transcription accounts to Bright Pattern. You no longer need to manage configurations, usage, billing, and the headaches that come with each of them. Instead, you get to enjoy access to the latest transcription engines. No hassle involved. Of course, as a service provider, we guarantee that your data is stored safely and in accordance with local regulation. On top of that, we're introducing a set of complementary features, such as periodic batch exports, real-time streaming to third-party services, comprehensive usage reports, and more. And even if you are a power user of your existing STT integrations, don't worry, you will be able to continue using them just as you did before. All right, in addition to changing our approach to transcription services, we have also completely reimagined speech-to-text account management. In this release, we're giving you more control over how your STT engines are utilized. You can now configure usage on a more granular level, specifying engines to be used for historical, real-time, and in-scenario transcription separately. We're giving you the flexibility of choosing to stick with your existing STT integration accounts, or shift to using the default engines selected by your service provider based on language and usage needs for always optimal performance. For historical transcriptions in particular, we provide you with the option to use the default engine on all services or override it on per service level. If you have a large number of call recordings, you can now set a specific date from which you wish to start transcribing calls. And one more cool thing. You can even sort of personalize the transcriber, tailoring it for usage in your specific industry, and improving its accuracy by defining relevant keywords, for example, specific terms or particular pronunciations, right, that tend to get missed in transcriptions. All right, so I've kind of already spoiled this one for you guys. Nevertheless, last but definitely not least in this section of our webinar, is our very own speech-to-text engine. This powerful tool is based on OpenAI's Whisper transcriber, which, as you can see here on the graph, already has by far the lowest error rate in the industry. However, our amazing team here at Bright Pattern has truly taken Whisper to the next level. They've removed hallucinations and biases, making the already rigid model even more reliable in terms of transcript quality and precision. On top of that, they've taken Whisper, a purely historical transcription model, and extended its capabilities to handle real-time interactions, all with the same level of excellency. So this feature is available for both on-prem and cloud deployments. However, we do enable it on per request basis for now. So please contact Bright Pattern Sales to opt in. All right, and just an additional teaser here, Bright Pattern's Whisper supports more than 50 languages, all of which you can see listed on the slide. And what's even more cool is that it works with all sorts of dialects as well. All right, so now you know who's the real champion among transcription engines. So, as I mentioned before, transcription paved the way for a great number of awesome AI applications. Well, it's time for us to explore one of them, the AI agents. So, this is my favorite part. With this release, we have officially entered the era of the AI agents, a truly brighter future where automation capabilities go beyond previously imaginable. On the left here, you can see this bleak and overall unexciting past, marked by the ubiquitous presence of these ancient technologies called IVRs and bots. And as we all know, both of these are built using combinations of rigid logical expressions and adhere strictly to predefined script. So it is because of their inflexibility. IVRs and bots are typically used for simple and repetitive tasks that don't require much of an input. Just as well, they aren't expected to produce much of an output either. Ultimately, IVRs and bots can at best supplement the resolution of an issue. Think like selecting appropriate service or requesting specific type of help, rather than actually solving that issue. Well, that was dreary. So let's look at the bright side instead. With the latest advancements in AI and transcription technologies, we're now officially in the era of AI agents, which marks the start of a more enjoyable and productive journey for both customer service providers and users. With AI agents, all customer interactions will flow in a natural, conversational manner, leaving enough room for all the things that make customer experience exceptional. With their flexibility and adaptability, AI agents are capable of holding complex, intelligent conversations, making them capable of solving issues from the initial point of contact without human intervention. What is more, AI agents can handle business processes from start to finish, which really opens the doors to so many cool new applications that weren't really automatable before. We will cover some of the examples of such applications in the next slide, but if you aren't sold yet, AI agents are capable of gathering nuanced data and producing actionable outputs fully autonomously. All right, so let's focus for a second on one of the highlights from the previous slide, the AI agent's ability to handle complete, multi-step business processes. As I mentioned, AI agents have made it possible to easily automate so many of the processes that previously required complex scenarios and really more often than not human intervention. From scheduling appointments, answering account inquiries, handling order returns and loan applications, to assisting with billing and payments, and processing warranties or insurance claims, AI agents can do it all, and all by themselves. So we've covered the advantages of AI agents over their ancestors and discovered some of their applications. Well, I think now it's time for us to talk about what AI agents are from the technical standpoint. At the very core of AI agents lies the technology of LLMs, or large language models, trained on vast amounts of data to understand human language and generate human-like text, making conversations interactive and natural. Because of their ability to comprehend human speech, AI agents construct the conversation flow as the interaction progresses and adapt to its contents on the fly. What this means is that you no longer need to build out complex scenarios with a million of branches and if statements, right? Trying to cover for all potential outcomes and predict every possible edge case. AI agents will do that for you. In addition to that, AI agents are capable of driving the conversation towards a specified result, navigating the caller with corresponding prompts, and steering back to the original course if any divergences occur. On top of that, AI agents can easily support different languages and are compatible with voice and text-based channels alike. All right. So I'm sure by now you're totally hooked on the idea of AI agents. So let me tell you how you can bring it to life. In this release, Bright Pattern is proud to introduce our new scenario block, AI agent. What does this block do? Well, really all it does is take your instructions, written in natural language, as you can see up here, and produces practical outcomes that we define all the way over here. So in this case, we're tasking the AI agent with authenticating the caller using 4 data points: their full name, date of birth, current address, and the last 4 digits of their social security number, before proceeding to help them with their inquiry. The outcome, together with the required data, is requested inside the block. And once all of the instructions have been completed, the data is returned in the form of a scenario variable, which can be easily used later in the scenarios. So as you can see, AI agents really can handle all aspects of a task, from collecting data and performing specific actions to reaching the desired outcomes and processing data for future use, all on their own. So the last little thing here, before we do get to the long-awaited demo, as you might have noticed from the previous slide, specifically all the way up here, right? AI agents rely on third-party AI engines. So naturally, we had to introduce AI provider integration accounts. Now you can easily connect your Google Vertex AI and OpenAI accounts to Bright Pattern. All you need is an API key or account credentials, and your AI agents can begin conquering the new heights of customer service. So let me just switch to a different microphone so we can hear the demo better, and it will make a call to our AI agent at Bright Pattern. 1 second. All right, I think this should work perfectly right now. So let me just make a call to our AI agent.
Hello, thank you for calling Bright Pattern. I'm an AI agent here to assist you. Before we proceed, I need to authenticate your identity for security purposes. Could you please provide your first name?
My first name is Jane.
Thank you, Jean. Could you please provide your last name?
My last name is Lane. It's spelled as Lane.
Thank you for providing your last name, Jean. Just to confirm, your last name is spelled as Lane, correct?
Yes,
Could you
it
also
is.
provide the last 4 digits of your SSN?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Thank you. To confirm, the last 4 digits of your SSN are 1234, correct?
Yes.
Could you also provide your date of birth?
December 4, 2001.
Thank you. To confirm, your date of birth is December 4th, 2001, correct?
Yes.
Lastly, could you please provide your current address?
1234 Main Street, San Francisco, California, 94109.
Thank you for providing your address. To confirm, your current address is 1234 Main, San Francisco, California, 94109, correct?
Sure.
Thank you for confirming your details. You are now authenticated.
All right, so a couple of things to note here, and let me just switch mic. All right, there we go. Let's go over here. As you can see right here in our instructions to AI, right? I actually failed to add that the AI should wait before straight up going to confirming what the caller just said. Really what I should have wrote here probably politely ask for authentication data, repeat it back, and wait for confirmation instead of just straight up asking for confirmations. So here's all of these little nuances that you really have to watch out for when constructing your AI agents. And because of that, our team here at Bright Pattern, a quick spoiler alert here, is working on a library of use cases, basically written as templates that you guys can just copy and paste into your contact center and use it as a turnkey solution. So I think this is a good time for us to look at the Q&A